the community has gone down the path of requiring a better and better trigger on their striker fired guns. They need a lighter, crisper trigger, and that's what the market is demanding. So we have right now, outside of Glock, the majority of the new striker fired guns that are coming out today are fully tensioned strikers, meaning the striker's cocked all the way to the rear, and they are basically 1911s cocked with no thumb safety and no grip safety. Because once your finger's on the trigger, you've got very little movement and very little pressure required to fire the gun. And my contention is that under duress, once your finger's on that trigger, the two big things that people make mistakes are startle response and bilateral sympathetic pull, right? You know these things, you teach the stuff, right? So startle response, that finger's on the trigger and something goes bang, or they slip, major muscle group grip, and that finger moves, the gun goes bang. Something, jumps at the end of the hallway, whatever it is, and they're scared, the gun fires. And then bilateral sympathetic pull, they got their hand on the gun, the fingers on the trigger, and they're reaching to grab something else, to grab somebody and pull them, to open a door, whatever that is, the gun fires. And there's just documentation through the roof that we know this happens, right? And there are people that have been killed. There are police officers that are in jail because they had an accidental discharge and shot and killed somebody. And the agency said, well, we told you to keep your finger off the trigger. It's your fault. You get to get prosecuted. So with a traditional double action gun, that first pull takes a lot more movement and more of an assertive effort, okay? And it doesn't have to be a 10, 12 pound trigger pull. It can still be a light, smooth trigger pull, because the distance your finger moves is what keeps you out of trouble. It's not the weight, right? You having a really long, first intentional first shot forces you to know that I'm doing this on purpose, right? And so